we here, man. What you're hearing is Common. We're talking about the good old days when Common used to get drunk.
Yeah. You're talking about, hold on. You're talking about the Oscar winner, Common.
Yes. Sorry. We've had so many great conversations with you, and if people want to go, we've done the whole history of Common on this show here. You can go to Hot 97 where we talk about Chicago and how you came up and your mom and you and Derek Dudley and No ID and Kanye West, all of that. We've done all that. But now it's a new chapter, right? New day. And you put in a lot of work in this new day that you're in right now with Selma, the work in the movie, as well as the song.
Yes.
I want to jump right to that Oscar because, we crack jokes on this show that night because everybody's crying in the crowd. And, I'm like, really? Are you telling me a room full of actors is crying on national TV?
We did.
But see, I was fighting with them. I'm like, you're so insensitive. It was a beautiful moment.
Listen,
I felt really emotional watching it. He's like, nah.
No, I was emotional.
Actors.
I was emotional because I was happy that Common won an Oscar.
Yes.
But when I got home, I'd been on Twitter, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched it later. I was watching a wrestling pay-per-view. I'm a wrestling fan. So I get home.
Thanks, man.
I'm sorry. It's a 3-hour show. So I get home, my wife's watching the Oscars, and I go, honey, what happened? Because on Twitter, I said, I thought Selma won Best Picture.
Yeah, right.
She was like, no, the song came out and they performed. I said, why is everyone crying? What happened? And then I went back and watched the performance, and I saw, and obviously it was an amazing, pretty historic Oscar performance that you guys put on.
Yeah.
Were you surprised, though, even to the level to which that moment touched people?
Man, I was definitely surprised because, we wanted this to be our greatest performance of the song, and we felt the spirit of what we was doing. Like we were grateful to be representing Selma and be able to be up on the Oscar stage doing Glory. But man, you never knew people would be crying. Man, that's another level. But you know what? I told the people that was singing when we were marching, when we was about to march across the bridge, I said, man, the ancestors gonna be with us. And that's what it just felt like, a spirit that was there when we were performing. So, man, I'm glad that people could say, man, that was a moment in the Oscars.
Did you enjoy the president's speech the other day?
I missed some of it because I was traveling here to New York.
And he went in. It was like 30 minutes. It was a long
He went for it. Yo,
I saw a clip of it, and I'm gonna watch the whole thing, but I saw he was passionate about it. You could feel it. Just felt good to see the first family right there and all them people that's at the bridge. Like, yo, this happened. We honoring the people before us, but we also here because we know we need to change some things now. And I could feel him. Like I heard him referencing James Baldwin, and like he was saying a lot, man. He was going.
There's two things I have to address here, bro. I'm sorry. Number one, have you looked at how clean Common sweater is? Like the level of it's like pristine.
What is that made of?
I don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
Amen.
And then also, have you looked at how clean his beard mustache lineup is?
Man,
you changed, bro.
Hey, man, I'm going on these shows. I'm
it's pristine.
Yo, man, it's
Oscar clean beard is what he has.
I gotta roll around like an Academy Award winner.
Now, Common, keep it 100. Are they forcing you to use a last name now? Is that coming where now that you're becoming a serious actor,
nah,
you got to have a last name, or you still going to be Common?
I'm still Common. It was like crazy because when they announced the award, they said John Stevens and Lonnie Lynn.
Right.
And the crowd was looking like, who the hell is Lonnie Lynn? And we was like, we rose up like, what? This is us right here. Lonnie Lynn.
That's right.
And I felt that too because that's my pop's name, man. And my pop's, he passed in September. So I was like, yeah, man, I'm representing my dad up here too. But yeah, no, I'm gonna keep the name Common. I ain't gonna change that.
Everyone, but it's funny, that's an interesting choice because so often everyone does it. I mean, even The Rock he became Dwayne Johnson. Everyone does that.
I know. I think, sometimes agents and different people will try to talk you into using your name, but I want to keep making music. I also want to do different things, and some people know me from Common just from music. Well, now more people know me too, just from acting and music. But the point is, I built that name up. I ain't changing. People wouldn't ask Nike to change their name after they built the name up, right?
No, absolutely.
Are you? The last album you put out, I personally loved it. Right, I think you did good work on it.
Nominated for a Grammy.
You're rapping now just because you like rapping. I mean, the money is not even in the same stratosphere, and the criticism and the work. I mean, being a rap artist, it's a lot of hate. It's a lot of critiquing that you got to deal with it, but I think you love that part of it.
Plus I just love hip-hop, man. I love rhyming, man. I want to do this for as long as I can, man. I just love it. And I feel like I got something to say and something to offer to culture and to music. And I look for different ways to do music too. Like now I'm working on a project that I'm gonna do that'll have a short film to it. We might end up putting because it'll be a story. We might end up putting a play up and putting it somewhere. Because Ebro, we was talking about, I've been wanting to do Broadway for a minute.
Right.
So we might put it up as a play. But I look for different ways to do music and not just say, okay, I'm just gonna make an album. I like writing music for films. I want to score some films,
Are you prepared? Is Broadway something that could happen in the near future? Because I feel like that would be the perfect step for you to go from the acting career you've done, which has been almost like character actor and and big stuff, to then you do a Broadway show, to then you're talking lead major stuff. Is that how you could see it playing out?
I definitely, I mean, right now I have to say, like, we've been getting more opportunities for me as an actor, and I feel like I'm closer to being in a lead in bigger movies,
right? On its own, just because.
On its own. But I want to do Broadway and theater just because as an actor it's something like that takes you to another level, just for the passion I got for it. And it is some things I want to achieve. It's something they call the EGOT, which is like, it's the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and the Tony Award. The Tony Award comes from theater. It's only a few people that ever walked this earth to get an EGOT, and I'm like, man, I'm halfway there. I might as well go for it, man.
Might as
go
well,
go for it.
This guy, man.
Come on, man.
Yo, can we drink 40s again though one day, man?
Well, let's drink some wine,
yo,
man.
Come
drink
on,
wine,
man. Can we just get an OE like back in the day, man? The St. Ives joint. Remember the St.
man.
Ives joint? You used to love the St. Ives.
Did a commercial.
Yeah,
You did a commercial, right?
Yeah.
I ain't doing a St. Ives commercial, but I used to drink. I ain't gonna lie, I used to drink St. Ives OE.
Yeah.
You didn't do a commercial. You didn't do one of the. You did one of the radio.
He wouldn't have done that back in the day. At that time, Common was absolutely not endorsing malt liquor, even though he drank it all.
Even though I drank it all the time, right? And I'm on the cover, my record cover.
Remember, because that's where he went at Cube.
I mean, Cube did it. I didn't want to bring it up.
No, that's old
I'm
beef.
just kidding.
When him
I'm
and
just
Cube
kidding.
had beef, he brought that up. Like, yo, fam, you Muslim? You endorsing malt?
Are you and Cube completely cool now?
Yeah, we completely.
Homies,
I saw him the other day, and he was like, I see you bringing it. He was like, that's what I'm talking about. He was really, he was like, and he was enthused, man. Like, I could tell he sincerely was happy for me, and this was before the Oscars. He just was like, when we was nominated, he was like, man, I'm happy for you doing it.
I knew the song would win from the Golden Globes. I was like, it's winning the Oscar for sure. Here's the one problem I had with that.
Right.
Is that Selma was the best picture this year.
I know. I agree, though.
And so I love that you won. And I was happy for you. But when the whole our kind of world all celebrated, I was like, guys, it's great they won song, and I'm really happy. But that was the best picture this year.
Yeah.
And that bothered me a little bit.
And that's part of the reason why I talk so much shit, right? Is because I want to get the song. I want that too. Yeah. But it's not best picture. Best picture is like, yo, fam, this looks the best. Yes. This was executed the best. This was
important. It was a story that needed to be told.
Yeah. That movie will be in time forever. Meaning it will be here. Like, that movie is like, that was the best movie of 2014, and it will be like, I mean, they were showing it in schools. So though I know it didn't win it, and we all was like, I was disappointed that David Oyelowo,
that was insane. Him not getting nominated was, I thought he was nominated that night. I'm like, yo, I hope my man wins. And then they read the nominees, and I was like, he didn't get nominated?
He didn't get nominated. And the director too, Ava, like, man, she did it, man. For your movie to be best picture, the director has to do
a damn good job.
Yeah, so she did work with that.
Yeah, she came on the program. We talked about that, and during that, obviously came out. I don't think anybody really digested that this was the first film done about Martin Luther King Jr.,
which is bonkers.
Like, and it was done in a way that was like, okay, this is not just a history lesson. You really like getting to feel who Dr. King is and these people. You're like, it's a real well-told story. It looked good, and it didn't look like, how some films you watch that are like time pieces, like period pieces, like they look old, and you kind of like, I don't know if I want to watch. That joint was like relevant. It felt like of today, and oh man, I love.
In your heart, the cynical part of you knew it wasn't gonna win, didn't you?
Yeah, we kind of knew that it was a long shot, like, cause the people around the people in the movie studios kind of know what's in the competition, so they kind of let you know beforehand. And even with Glory, we felt confident, but they was like, look, man, because it was another artist, this older guy named Glen Campbell.
The Glen Campbell song, I got to tell you, you guys beat one of the illest songs I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like the concept of that song.
Yeah, that is kind of tough. And that was like, when they told us, what we was up against, that's why some people was like, you knew y'all was going to win it. I was confident in praying, but it was like, man, the voters may vote this guy like just because not only the song is good, but he also has Alzheimer's. He's dying, so they could like.
And that's where that's why I'm like, yeah, word. A room full of actors is crying on TV. Word. I see you making sure nobody gets sideways with y'all. I see y'all.
Stop. When you were preparing and shooting for the film, what historical leaders were you able to connect with?
We got to talk to Ambassador Andrew Young and John Lewis, and eventually Diane Nash. Oprah Winfrey had an event where she honored. Well, while we were filming, our first day of rehearsal, we talked to Ambassador Young, and he said something, man, just woke me up, man. He was like, their philosophy was like, what are you willing to die for? Live for that. And that was like, they was willing to die for freedom and die for voting rights. So they lived for that. Each day was put to that. So when he said that to me, I was like, damn, I gotta do more. Like, I know I'm out here, like, I'm rapping, I'm for the people. I got my foundation, I got this. I'm showing up, doing my speaking engagements, but I gotta do more. I started being like, I gotta do more.
What's it like talking to John Lewis? I mean, you talk about a guy, John Lewis, for those of us watching who don't understand his importance, now he's been in Congress for like 22 years, but he was integral to everything that happened with the Civil Rights Movement. And he's still completely active and with it and together. Yeah. It must be cool getting to, when you're working on that, to get to talk to him.
Yeah, to get, like, when he came to the set and he was like, he looked at my character and he was like, man, I was roommates with, my character was James Bevel. I was roommates with James Bevel. He was like, you James Bevel right now. I was like, man, it hit me like, what? This dude, and you know what he said? He said to David Oyelowo, the first thing he said to him was, how you doing, Dr. King? And David Oyelowo was like, what? Like, damn, he called him Dr. King. Like, that's coming from this guy that knew Dr. King. He was like you say, he was an integral part in the whole movement. Like, he was one of the people that got beat really bad during Bloody Sunday, and like one of the reasons that those laws got changed, because he kept going and kept going. And like you said, he spoke that day at in Selma on the anniversary day. John Lewis, man, I got a lot of love for him.
It's Hot 97, Ebro in the morning, Laura Styles, Rosenberg, and Common.
Oscar winner, please. Do never start again. Start again. Go ahead.
An Oscar winner, Common.
Oh man, thank you.
That's how he's addressed.
Thank you.
Yo, wait, I haven't really heard Kanye brag about how good music is out here on the Oscar. Am I missing? Has he?
Ye hit me though, like, man, I'm super proud of you. And he was like, man, we gotta work. I'm like, yeah, we gotta work, man. I can't wait to like get to work with Ye again, because I ain't.
Did he hit you all caps when he texted you? Was it all caps?
Yeah, he was like, he said, look, he was like, man, I'm so proud of you, man. Like, congratulations. Like and like when we performed at the Grammys, him and Kim stood up before like anybody. They was just standing up while we was performing. Yeah. Like, yo, they gave it up. So, that's my bro.
So the Oscar, you go on stage, you walk off stage, you go into your phone, your Microsoft phone, and
yes.
That's right,
Microsoft phone. Yes.
Damn right.
And Badu's in there. She says what?
She just says, man, congratulations, man. You did it on a whole new level. But she
didn't say, come home, I got this plate of.
No.
Because you
need a massage? I got the incense and the massage ready. You want a plate of something delicious?
No. She didn't give me none of that.
Yeah.
She didn't give me none of that. She just was like, yo, good stuff, man. She was geek. Man, I saw Serena that night too, and she was just like, let me hold the Oscar.
And you was like, let me hold the
Hey, hold on.
I was like, you can.
We could trade, though.
Amazing. Yo, how old's your daughter now?
17. Yeah.
You got a 17.
Yo, I love it. Common puts a lot of Instagram videos of him and his daughter, and he says that she puts him on to all the new stuff.
Yeah, she been putting me on the stuff. But I be up on stuff too. I put up on some stuff, and then sometimes she loved Wolves with Ye and Vic Mensa. And I was like, well, you don't like All Day? She's like, I like All Day, but we go back.
But she likes Wolves. That's funny.
She like Wolves, yeah. So, but she was tripping because I asked her like, I was like, how'd you feel when we won the Oscar? Because she was with her friends. She was like, my friends' mothers was crying and stuff, and she said what I really was tripping on was when you laid down the verse for Glory. She was in the studio, and I walked out of the booth and I said, yo, this song could really do something. It could be something. And she said she was thinking like, yeah, sure, Dad, it'll be whatever. And then she saw me on the Oscar stage like, damn, he said this song could be something. So
that's right, little girl. Listen to your father. He's been out here for a minute. Don't you second guess him.
Exactly.
Ebro, stop living vicarously and yelling at your 7-month-old daughter.
My 7-month-old, I'm going to have to get at her in about 17 years. They think they know.
Yeah, they
don't know.
You have any advice for Ebro raising a little girl?
I just tell him, take it easy. She's 7 months. Don't start thinking about the future, because when the future...
You missed the present.
Yeah, you missed the present, because dudes used to come up to me and say, man, you're going to be tripping when she get to be 15 and 16. But I was like, man, let me stay where she is now, because when she is 15 and 16, it's different when a dude, like, you got to talk to the dude about going out on prom with her, and like, you like, man, you got to have that talk, that real talk. So you don't think about that. 7 months, she's 7 months, bro.
Enjoy 7 months.
Enjoy 7 months.
You still out here dating? You still out here running around acting single? What's going on?
Man, I'm single, man.
You're not dating anyone.
Nah, I mean, I go out on dates, but I ain't really like...
Go.
He already told you to take it easy. Take it easy, take it easy.
Look at that, man. But it's like, nah, man, I'm just saying, I haven't really found a woman, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna settle down. So I ain't out here wild, because I'm focused on the stuff I'm doing. But it's nice to go out on
whatever,
dates.
Lonnie. Nobody believes
listen, Ebro, listen, like, he's gonna lie. The man puts it on display when he's in love. He's gonna be outside of a house holding up signs, wearing sweaters, wearing yarn.
Wearing yarn.
Wearing sweaters and crochet.
What's the latest project you got right now?
Run All Night.
Run All Night.
What's that about? It's just like an action thriller.
Yeah, it's crazy, because it's like, it's Liam Neeson and Ed Harris, me and this dude named Joel Kinnaman, and it's an action movie, but it's really a real drama too. Like, it's a dope movie, because it take you back to them classic gangster movies, like whether it was French Connection or The Departed or something. And it's about, this father, these two dudes that was gangsters, who one of them kills the other son. They was friends. They was best friends. And by circumstance, he had to kill his son. And then now they about to go at each other. But Liam Neeson has to save his son from his best friend, because his best friend is like, you killed my son, I'm gonna have to get at your son.
Liam Neeson called him on the phone.
It don't get to that. What's crazy though, let me tell you, Liam Neeson start off in the movie, he like this, he drunk, he down and out, like this ain't that like...
He ain't a soccer dad like in the other movies, and then they piss him off and then he go into
No. It's like, it's a real story, man. I think the director did an excellent job. Y'all go loving it. And I play this like crazy like hitman, like he's real high tech, using all this technology. And people said the role, I look like the Terminator in it. You got to see it though, it's dope.
All right.
I also read that you're still interested in playing Green Lantern. And I heard Tyrese said the same thing too, right?
Yeah. I mean, what happened, I was up for Green Lantern when they were doing Justice League. I got selected to do it. But if they bring Justice League back, of course, I would love to play like, I mean, we don't have a lot of superheroes of color, so that'd be dope to even have that.
Look, Tyrese, bro, it's Common's time, man. You might catch an L on this one, man. It's Common's time.
Tyrese has a Benihana in his backyard.
No, Tyrese.
And I'm gonna go eat that.
I am not questioning Tyrese's.
No, you're just saying you should sit there. You're just saying you should hang out the Benihana and relax for a minute.
Chill for a second. Common getting his run.
Yeah, let's go.
Let Common have a couple years.
Yeah, let me have a couple.
He had Transformers. He got a part 7 of
he's
Fast
with
and
he doing this thing.
Common about to get this run.
Yeah, let me get that.
What else you working on, bro?
Yeah, it's 2 films I'm about to do, and I also got this TV show that I can't like get into the title yet because we got to secure it. But it's this TV show that I'm producing and I'm an actor in, and I'm playing the lead role. It's gonna be real dope, man. I'm excited
for a cable network.
Yeah, it's for a network, and man, I can't wait to get into that one because Man, I get into it. I'm gonna let y'all know as soon as I lock it
But
in.
the other movies are already underway. You're already moving.
Yeah, I'm about to start filming those. One is directed by this guy named Rob Reiner, who
we don't know him.
Oh yeah,
We
a
never
guy
heard of him
guy
before.
named Rob Reiner.
you know,
He's all right,
yo, this dude. I mean, come on, that dude is incredible. So
for a long time.
yeah, so I'm gonna be in a film by him, and then it's another project that I'm doing. So I'm geeked up on doing the films, but I'm gonna do some more music too.
Got to tell you, there's no one. We watch a lot of people come here and do a lot of great things over time. I think we can all agree that there's no better guy that we're happier for to see doing it than you.
Thank you, man. That
Absolutely.
means a lot.
You're a
Rosebud.
real. You've always been the same since I first met you in the early 2000s when I was nobody. You have always been the same guy. So we're really happy for you, bro.
Thank you, man. I'm glad you forgave me for saying your name wrong that time.
And you still remember that. But just the fact that you even remember that, because everyone said my name wrong, and guess what? They didn't remember. You remember that you said,
I felt bad because you're my man, man.
I mean, it wasn't a freestyle. It was disrespect.
That's pretty funny. Remember when Taraji was here, kept messing up Rosenberg's name?
We have audio of that.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
Listen, eventually. I'm going to use that, though. See, with this, you have to have someone mess up your name. If someone messes up your name in a weird way, they feel indebted to you for a long time. So as my acting career starts moving on, I'm going to start hollering at Common like, yo, it was really good.
Have they?
You gonna
They've
hold that
hollered at
against
you to
me?
be on Empire, haven't they? They made that phone call.
Yeah, they definitely had.
Yeah, I was
They made
getting
that phone
into
call.
They
They made that phone call.
They definitely made that
And
call.
what was your response?
Well, I was focused on the other things
I
at
bet
that
you
time.
were. I
So
bet you were.
so it was like
And your agent was like, I don't know if that's the right move for you right now.
yeah. Right now we focus on the other things, but
So you've
Empire
seen
is
it.
It's
dope.
a thing. It's a huge. That's the thing. You
Yeah.
don't want to downplay how big a deal it is.
Yeah.
It's a huge deal.
No,
We just
not doing
tease.
that.
We just tease the level of entertainment that it
It
is
is
versus
it's
what
soap
comes.
opera. It's
Right, it's a soap
popular
opera.
soap opera.
I mean, that's what. Let me be clear. I haven't really watched the Empire that deep. I saw the pilot, and it was like funny to me. It was like
it's like it's like
yeah.
Glee, a musical.
It's tongue
like,
in cheek. It's a little
It's,
tongue in cheek.
yeah, it's a little, and it's like y'all remember Dynasty or
It's,
Of course.
that's what it is.
It's Dynasty.
Falcon Crest.
It's that. So it's dope. It's dope because they successful, and Taraji and them killing it. Taraji and Terrence Howard, they doing it.
But no, the reason I bring that up is because I know it's popular and you're popular.
Yeah.
And they I think they have Mary J. Blige on there. They have and you are also an actor and a musician.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they reached out to you because they know that would bring heat to the next, and their ratings keep going up.
Yeah, their ratings
So I know
are
they
going
reached
up.
out to you, but the reason I knew it and I knew you passed on it was because, fam, you just won an Oscar.
So
You're not gonna
everything's
go on- You're
different.
not just jumping up on Fox the next opportunity that comes.
No, that's you got it, Ebro. You just said everything.
And that's not. It's not.
No,
a
no.
diss. It's
Unless
not a
Fox
diss.
comes with a proper Common TV show.
Fox.
10
no,
p.m.
It's not about
Tuesday
Fox.
nights with him.
Yeah, it's not about Fox. I'm just saying it wasn't the time for me to
Right.
be on Empire.
Now,
Yo,
real
we
quick.
We worked so hard to clean that up. Just
No, we
now.
did a good job.
We worked
Well, you were the
hard.
one who
Yeah.
you made it dirty in the first place, and you had to clean it up.
And I got love for Empire.
So,
too.
real quick,
and Fox.
isn't it interesting? Shout out to Fox. Empire Wednesday nights. Now, isn't it interesting though that like you get the Oscar winner credit, and I know your agents and everyone gets to run with that, and it's going to help your television and movie career. Yet, ironically or not, your Oscar is for music.
Yeah, that is. I mean, I gotta say it's crazy, but you know what I think people saw, and I think what Hollywood is seeing more of. They also got to see another side just of me because of what we were doing. Like we were doing speeches up there. They getting a different look at who Common is, and then they like, wait, maybe this dude could play this role, because when they see you, they usually see you in like a lot of the roles I've had. I tried my best to do as many diverse roles as possible, but some of the roles I have been hitmen.
Yeah.
And it's fun doing it. I love doing that, but you want to do other things. Like I was glad to get on Hell on Wheels, which is a show, which is a period piece, and then I was glad to get Just Right or other films where I get to just show the diversity of who I am as an actor.
Absolutely.
Are you as an actor right now? What do you think you need to work on the most? And when you're growing, like, is there something that Common specifically is like? Listen, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, and now I'm practicing to be more of a.
Well, it's just I think when the roles come, that's when you learn more of what you do have to grow at. But it's important for me. What I do is I just continue. Like I still go to classes. I'll go to workshops. Like the acting teacher I work with. They have like little play workshops. I still, like, even if I'm not working on the film, I'm still staying still in there because it's like I want to grow to be one of the greats. I want to, as people say, man, I got reverence and respect for you as an MC. I want to be like one of those greats as an actor.
Right, of course.
Man, Common, man, we happy for you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by, man.
Thank you. It's great to see y'all, man.
It's like I watched a friend go off to college and get a master's degree.
And you're still back in the hood.
And I'm still in the hood.
You're still in the hood, just doing what you're doing.
I'm happy.
Now, do you want to do his outro properly?
You guys, give it up for our friend, Oscar winner, Common.
Yeah.
Give it up. Yeah.
Yeah.